Hey, what's going on? This is another episode of the Reporter Vlog for April 4th, 2024, with part two of Red Flag, with red part two of the this article talking about red flags and how to spot them and all as far as the relationships that we encounter, our relationships we are a part of in our lives. So this is from straight red flags to to all the different ones, to red flags versus yellow flags. Uh, let's get right into it. Yellow flags are similar to red flags, only slightly less severe. A red flag is a clear warning sign. In contrast, a yellow flags indicate a problem area that needs to be addressed. There, there are bound to be imperfections and areas of improvement in any relationship. However, no relationship should cause more harm than good. Yellow flags are a signal that points towards patterns of behaviors that need to be shifted in order for the relationship to flourish. For example, a red flag might be when a partner forbids you from going to events without them. Yellow flag could be them becoming grumpy and angry when you do. Yellow flags are not necessarily a reason to end a relationship, but they require mutual acknowledgement and input on both from both sides to resolve. And anything about a partner, a friend, colleague, or a family member that has the potential to cause friction over the course of your relationship is probably a yellow flag. If something is about someone in your life directly threatens your health and well being, it's probably a red flag. Now, every relationship problem is detrimental, but many of them can pile up and create an avalanche if left unchecked for too long. Knowing the difference between these yellow and red flags can help you identify the right course of action. Okay, how to approach red flags in a relationship. Like with any delicate social situation, addressing red flags in a relationship requires tact, honesty, and self care. Taking care of yourself should be a top priority in life. If a relationship is coming between you and your happiness, something needs to change. If you notice someone's red flags in your relationship, here's how to approach them. You should never be have to sacrifice your own needs for someone else's. Yes, compromises are not your own needs. You should never have to. You should never have to sacrifice your own needs for someone else's. Yes, compromise is healthy, but it isn't worth it. If it comes at the cost of your happiness and your subjective well being. Knowledge your needs with self care plan. This can give you an insight into what you really want out of life, and it can encourage you to speak up and be more direct about the important relationship changes. Is at the center of all healthy relationships. Communication is at the center of all healthy relationships dynamics. Without the freedom to express how you feel, very little progress can happen. Sometimes a partner or friend is unaware of how their actions affect you. You need to communicate with them openly before any changes can happen. There's nothing wrong with or being overly emotional. There's nothing wrong with having or expressing feelings. But not using the right emotional regulation skills can cloud your judgment and trigger irrational responses. When tackling a difficult subject within your relationship, maintaining a calm mentality can help you reach a solution as effectively and kindly as possible. Seek professional help. There's only so much effort you can put in before you need external support. Clinical psychologists and social workers are there to help people going through difficult stages and phases of life. If you're dealing with an issue within your relationships, feel under equipped to handle it, seeking professional help can make a tremendous difference. Be honest with yourself. Managing a series of red flags with your friend or partner is going to be much more challenging if you are not honest with yourself. Conflict resolution is easier if anyone involved is being open and honest about how they really feel. Be honest with yourself and don't shy away from the truth. Setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is one of the most important parts of the healthy human connection, regardless of whether it is with a friend, colleague, family member, or significant other. We all need boundaries to protect ourselves to keep our relationships and sustainable as possible. You should clearly state your needs, boundaries, and deal breakers with a loved one. For example, if a colleague is demanding, don't be afraid to put down your foot and ask for some personal space. Whether it is a friendship, reconnect with friends or family. Whether it is a friendship or a work relationship or a romantic one, negative relationships can be isolating. The more isolated that you are, and the harder it is to have a perspective on yourself, see alternatives. Although a bad relationship can strain your other relationships, spending time with people who have known you for the long time can help you reconnect with your core values. Seek out people whom you respect and trust, even if you've been out of touch for a while. Let them know that you trust, you miss, and value their friendship. Spending time with others can help you feel accepted and supported and remind you of your strengths. Now, all relationships are meant to last. Meant to leave. Not all relationships are meant to last. While this can be a difficult truth to accept, understanding the importance of leaving a destructive relationship is the ultimate act of self care. You can't reach your full potential if you're stuck in a relationship that drains your energy, prevents you from growing, doing your best, or finding joy. Have the courage to cut ties with toxic individuals and focus instead on repairing your relationship with yourself. You can try gray rocking for the short period or specific instances, but this technique is not a long-term resolution solution. This can be more difficult in work relationships, but it is still possible to set healthy boundaries and even reach out to HR for help. And last but not least, red flags in a relationship needs to be addressed. It doesn't matter if it's a romantic relationship or a new relationship with a colleague. Knowing how to identify red flags is important. Toxic relationships can be a vacuum of energy and happiness. But there are ways for us to learn defenses against these unhealthy dynamics. Relationships can only thrive when everyone involved is being met with the same love and kindness that they are giving out. From the office to the playground, navigating healthy dynamics is a fundamental part of the human experience. Hmm. But that's gonna do it for that one. Uh, I got to borrow one of my sayings of the Babbleway vlog. Uh, me to you, apply to you. If you're looking for the one, as far as relationships in general. Uh, it's Jordan. It's Jordan. But that's gonna do it for this one. It's another episode of reporter vlog for April 4th, 2024 on a Thursday morning. Yeah, Thursday afternoon. You have a good one. I'm gone.